Ouch! Fuck off! Excuse me, y'all. I may not even be able to post this because they just stung my freaking foot. I'm calling VA to report. Can't even eat a meal. A racist redneck calling they ass pure, but steady doing evil. Sick of they ass. Cause they didn't get to cover up the sun after doing all these little devil clouds. So they want to attack me. Dang, that shit hurts. It just stung me so damn hard. Like they did yesterday with that shit. Like they just taking it like a whip or something. Cause it'll sting for about 15 to 30 minutes when they hit me like that. Calling your ass pure. Must be a lot of people on this full moon wanting to commit suicide. It's taking them forever. Take me some Tylenol. They just stung me so bad.
Thank you for calling the Veterans and Military Crisis Line. This is Cynthia. How may I help you?
Yeah, Cynthia, I really hate having to call y'all, but these people will not let up aiming their weapons. And they just stung me so bad, I gotta take a Tylenol. Oh, these haters. Pigs on pilots. Pigs on planes. Excuse me.
You know the haters, they everywhere. Everywhere.
They hit me with the government weapons, ray gun, and they just, oh man, they stung me so hard like they did yesterday. That pain lasted 30 minutes. Whew.
Okay.
Let me give you my name.
Where are you at?
I have to record conversations for documentation. No offense to you guys, but sometimes people misconstrue what I say. And I've been having to defend myself for 6 years. Not only did they hit the top of my foot, they hit my toe. Listen, they've been hitting me with direct energy weapons, which put me in 2 emergency rooms and also put me in the hospital. And I had to have a blood clot because that particular weapon caused me to have a blood clot because clots don't run in my family. And the type of weapon, that direct energy weapon, they have it so tight on my foot that it blocked the blood flow from flowing to my feet. And they found the second time because they did it back to back on Thursday and Friday, hit me with that direct energy weapon that is so painful that I had to go to VA ER, and the next day they did it. I went to the closest place. I had to call the fire department, and that was a killer riding on their ambulance because I don't know, they must have had everything electrical on because that almost killed me. When they hit you with direct energy weapon, or when they hit me, I can't have anything electrical running. The pain from the frequencies and radiation cause horrendous pain. Go ahead.
Well, Ms. Jones, have you maybe opened up an investigation of some sort for this direct energy that they keep hitting you with? with?
I've done everything, but see, they all work together. That's why it's been going on 6 years. I've submitted evidence. I've moved from city to another city. They followed me back to my hometown. So I've done everything. This is happening in Texas. The police, trust me, are well aware. They're part of it. Because they're always in denial. But I'm not burning my own feet, okay? So,
Yeah.
like I said, it shouldn't even be going on 6 years. But since they all work together, I've gone through the chain of command, trust me, in a 6 year period.
Okay.
And my
Yeah.
birthmark shouldn't doesn't turn into a sore. So that's when I found out what type of weapons I'm being hit with: ray guns and lasers, direct
Okay.
energy weapons, and they also hit me. They started hitting me 3 years ago with radiation, electromagnetic
Oh,
radiation. So
okay.
it's more of a spiritual battle. Yeah, I don't know about because they've been after me 32 years. It's just the past 6 they've been aiming weapons. I got to take my Tylenol. They are prescribed.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I mean, being that you're sitting in your sister's car, is your sister supportive? Have you talked to her about
No,
some of the things you've been experiencing?
no. Well, she's aware of what I've been experiencing, but she suffered a stroke in 2020, and I was taking care of her, and they started burning her leg. And so when my
Oh,
lease
goodness.
was up, yeah, she was paralyzed on her left side. And when my lease was up, I tried staying in a hotel with her, but they were still hitting me with the weapons, and it's kind of hard because you never know when you're going to be hit while I'm taking care of her. So I just decided to put her in a nursing home for her own safety,
Okay. Okay.
and um, I didn't have a car because they, like I said, they've done a lot in 32 years. Someone had tampered with when I was self-employed. They tampered with the wires on my car, and it exploded. So at that time, I told God, I'm not getting another car. He'll have to get me around. So he's been getting me around, and I just happened to
Okay.
end up with my sister's car, and I'm tired of paying for a place to be tortured in. So I'm just kind of enjoying nature and trying to heal from my surgery because I just had surgery in June, and
What type of surgery did you have?
they had to remove that blood clot.
Okay, the blood
And
clot. Okay.
yeah, it was very intense because they worked on me from 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. The doctor said it was an all day. So, but they were surprised at how well I recovered. I didn't even have to go through rehab. I rehabbed myself while I was waiting on rehab.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you gotta help yourself sometimes, yeah.
right. So I didn't even have to go to rehab. They, I was walking well enough and taking care of myself well enough. But the PT said I didn't have to go. You know.
Okay. And are
So
you currently living in your car, Miss Joy?
I'm living in my sister's van. Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
enjoying nature. I worked 50 years, and then again, like I said, they were hitting me with weapons in places I'm
Okay.
paying for, and I'm not paying for
Okay.
them to torture me in places. That's ludicrous. I couldn't live comfortable because they hit me with weapons
Okay.
even when I'm showering.
Okay.
If I get me a room, they follow me there.
Mhm.
They were hitting me in the hospital the whole time. So that's when the doctor knew I'm being hit with weapons. She said she believed me now because they hit me
Okay.
the day before my surgery and messed up my foot when she had just saw
Okay.
my foot looking fine the morning
And I
before.
and I only ask, I just ask just to see if you're comfortable where you are, if you want some assistance, getting placed into some housing, by the VA. Like if you want me to maybe put in a referral for you,
No.
have someone contact you, regarding housing. I want you to be safe wherever you are.
Well, I'm never safe because these people follow me everywhere I go, hitting me with the weapons. So wherever I go, but right now I'm just kind of, enjoying nature and um, I've never had a place. I've never had a problem getting a place. I've always had places. I've always gotten places. And I really don't have a
Okay.
problem now. I'm just choosing to do what I do because,
Okay.
I don't like paying for a place and I can't even live comfortable because they're hitting me all day long, 24/7. And then they would come in my places. I don't know if they're coming in poisoning my food or whatever. These people are dangerous and they out to kill apparently, or trying to causing me a blood clot because blood clots can kill you. you know and why would they be attacking a woman? And my thing is, if I'm not trying to kill myself, I'm not going to let them do it. I'm going to speak out and defend myself. They have an army with weapons. I don't have any weapons, but I can get me a weapon. you know they burnt my feet. I have my certificate of weapons. I just did a I'm on my YouTube too. I just did a live showing evidence, of things, and I shared God's evidence as well, what He rewarded me with and why they're attacking me. Because after 32 years, I'm just kind of tired of being harassed by the police and the government, and no one's doing anything about it. They're committing crimes, and you know, and I'm not the
Yeah.
only one. It's other people out here being hit with these weapons. They just switched my sister's battery out. This guy. So I don't even know, it finally cranked. These are the things they do. I'm gonna roll the window up because this guy is out here raising up his motor, and I can't really hear. So
Okay. Okay. No
I
problem.
just raised and cut the AC on. It cranked up, but that's another thing we deal with. Them tampering with the car, and the police aiding and abetting these people. The FAA aiding and abetting because these are private aircraft. 60 Minutes did a show on their ray gun that Lockheed Martin created for
Yeah.
them. So they use aircrafts to aim at the target. I did my homework because I'm not a criminal. I'm just a retired person, and I just had a birthday in July, turning 68, and I
Oh,
was
well,
a
happy belated birthday.
thank you. I was a healthy person until they did this to my leg. I wasn't on any medicine,
But
and
do you feel like you're supported by the VA? In terms like, do you have a doctor or psychiatrist? Someone that you can kind of talk to about some of these things that are happening to you?
well, we could talk all day. And I have spoken to them, especially when I was in the hospital. Of course, the psychiatrist is going to come down and talk with us. And, I've shared the evidence because I have photos of how they burnt my feet in 2019 and burnt my birthmark, and how the radiation makes my veins swell up on my arms and hands and stuff. So I've shared all that evidence with them so they know I'm competent enough to make decisions. And they, like I said, after the doctor saw how my foot looked, when she saw it looking normal one day, and she come the next morning and it's all beat up, I had to tell her they had hit me with weapons all night, making me keep some of the patients up because they were hitting me so hard, like they hitting me now. And these are some of the things I do. I call and document with VA. I've been doing this to try to keep from arming myself, but these people are really forcing me to arm myself to defend myself under the Second Amendment rights. I can't keep letting them destroy my body or hit me with weapons, because it's like 100 of them in jets and stuff out here, and just one of me, and I'm unarmed. You know,
Yeah.
as a law-abiding citizen, I have the right to defend myself when the police are not doing their job. You know, or the FAA. They act like, okay, you call the FAA. They tell
Yeah.
you if you're being hurt, you have to call the police. You call the police. We don't have no control over the air. You know, it's just everybody passing the buck. This should not be going on 6 years, and a senior citizen
Yeah.
shouldn't be getting hit with weapons. You know, America is
Okay,
something
so
else.
would you say today, like with kind of everything that you experienced, would you say you're having suicidal thoughts?
No, I ain't gonna. No, I'm not having no suicidal thoughts. I love myself,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna let them kill
I'm
me.
glad. Yeah.
You know, they're the ones who's trying to kill me. They're the ones
Yeah.
armed. You know, I'm defending myself or suffering the pain that
Yeah,
they're
trying to keep
causing
yourself
me.
safe.
Yeah, I would never kill myself, and I would never let them get me to that point. What I am gonna do is get me a laser, another one, and start aiming back under the Second
Yeah.
Amendment rights. That, you know, I have the right to use the same type of weapon they're using on me. You know,
Like the lasers.
under the Constitution, yeah. That's all ray guns are, lasers. My niece even caught this guy while I was at a convenience store. She just happened to take me to the store. Caught this guy aiming a laser at me in the store. I was being tore up. So
Yeah.
normally I call DOD or DOJ, one of them, Homeland Security, all of them. I was calling because if you're going to hit me with your weapon, you're going to get a phone call. Stop hitting me with weapons. I didn't
Yeah.
retire for this, you know.
And I think that's you kind of calling, and making the complaint and things like that. I think that's advocating for yourself, as opposed
Yeah.
to, finding a weapon. It just complicates things when, if you
Well,
retaliate with certain things.
well,
You know what I mean?
if they don't stop hitting me, I'm gonna arm myself because, I do have my certificate of weapons. I got it in 2018, but I've been trying to do it the legal way. Go through the chain of command, which I've done for years, and nobody's doing anything. These people just caused me a blood clot, possibly
Yeah.
amputation of some toes. I can't keep having them hit me and ruin my feet.
Yeah. And do you feel like you have like any intentions though, like today to like harm someone or harm anybody?
I've never
Like,
had
do you have
those
any
I've never had those
Okay.
intentions. Everybody harms me. I don't harm anybody. I'm a child of God. I don't drink. I don't drug. I'm a child of God, and God is love.
Yeah.
They're the ones showing the hate,
Yeah.
and trying to take me out. You know,
Yeah.
they're the ones that's coming against me. I'm minding my business, and I want them out of my business and let me, as a retiree, go somewhere and get my groove on and leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
You know,
You deserve to get your groove on.
I
You deserve to get your groove on.
I didn't work 50 years and go through the back door and go through civil rights. I didn't do all that. I didn't serve this country 4.5 years, 6 months National Guard. For all of this, when I get ready to retire, I got to defend myself all day for the past 32 years. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. And so how can I help you though? Because I want to know how we can kind of make sure that you stay safe.
Well,
These people keep coming after you. Do you feel like you need more support from the VA? Like, do you want me to put in a referral for you to maybe have someone contact you? I know you're not suicidal or anything like that, but we do have social workers, that can maybe contact you and talk with you about, making sure that you stay safe and make sure that, you're following up with the psychiatrist and just surrounding yourself with a support system.
well, the thing is that I'm already talking to my social worker, and this is not my first phone call to VA. Over 4 years when they burnt my feet, that's when I had to start reaching out to you guys. Even though they've been hitting me 6 years, I didn't know what type of weapons. when they were burning
Okay,
my
okay.
birthmark. But we've already gone down that road, and I have a consult with somebody's supposed to be calling me this month, but like I told them, this is not a mental
Okay.
issue. This is a criminal issue that needs to be stopped. And until the criminal issue is stopped, we can talk all day long. If they don't stop the criminal issue, yes, I am going to exercise my Second Amendment rights to defend myself. It's my right as a law-abiding citizen. Like I said,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be hitting me with weapons. I shouldn't have to talk or shouldn't even have to call you guys. But they hit me so hard
Yeah.
and stung me so bad just now, I have to document it. And that's why I post evidence of all of the jets out here in the ghetto. In my hometown Plano, they're part of it. They've been the main ones. Plano Police Department in Dallas. Both of
Yeah,
them.
and you've contacted them, right? You said you contacted
I've
them,
submitted
regarding your concerns?
I submitted evidence, and all they do is throw my stuff out, and so that lets me know that all of them are working together. So I'm not gonna get any help from law enforcement. Cause see, and this is what I was telling the doctors and them. Y'all need to be more aware of us being hit with these weapons instead of always believing the police, because the police lie. There's no way I would sit in my home getting paid twice a month burning my own feet. That's
Yeah.
ludicrous. So stop listening to the police. We are being hit with these weapons. Now it has cost me a blood clot, and I'm tired of it. And if anyone has mental issues, it's the ones that are stalking us, and they need mental help. Aiming a weapon at a woman and women worldwide. This has got to stop. So I advocate
And
for.
when they say mental health, have they kind of told you like it's like delusions or anything like
Well,
that?
that's
That's what
what
they're
they
kind of
want.
telling you?
That's what the police and the CIA who's orchestrating this. That's what the government want y'all to believe, that we're
Okay.
delusional or hallucinating. No, I got evidence of my feet being burnt. I had to leave my apartment 6 months early because they were stalking me, burning my feet. I moved to another place and they followed me there doing the same thing. This is not a joke. And no, we're not delusional. Why would I want to burn my own? I mean, they really burnt my feet. Okay?
Yeah.
I just thank
Yeah.
God that he kind of healed them the next day, where I could go get burn medicine and some ibuprofens at the time. That's what I was taking for the pain. But I'm not
Yeah.
burning. Birthmarks don't turn into a sore. I've had my birthmark all my life, and now I don't have it because they burnt it up. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous for men to be fighting women over God. Something that
Yeah.
they can't even stop. Something that I didn't even ask for. This was something that God created for me to do. Because my will was court reporting. I shared this. I just did a live showing my will because I shared that with people, what my will was. But God changed my will. Now, if they don't want to tell y'all what God is doing so you can get your hearts in order, fine. But stop aiming weapons at me. Stop trying to take
Yeah.
me out. I didn't harass them when they ran for president. I didn't harass them when they ran for Congress or representative or went to the police academy. So why are you up in
Yeah.
my business? Government, law enforcement? This is not right.
Yeah.
Men fighting women. It's ridiculous. It's enough with the transgenders fighting women and gays. This has got to stop, God said. Men don't fight
Yeah.
women. And I got an army out here. That's why I post them every night on my YouTube channels. Because they surround me out here aiming weapons. This
Okay.
so
And you
there's
kind of caught them on the video,
oh
even the
yeah.
ones that you
Oh
posted?
yeah. Yeah, they fly lower than than the homes. Hiding
Yeah.
behind trees and stuff. Yes, I've caught them. Yes, ma'am. But
Yeah, and I mean, if you have the evidence, it's definitely something. And you said you shared that with the VA before, like
what?
you showed your psychiatrist.
Yes, I did, and that's why I'm not on any meds, that type of meds. I just take pain medicine for. I never even had pain after the surgery. I only had pain because they kept hitting my foot with that ray gun, like they doing now, and have split it. And sometimes I call the non-emergency number, but I don't like calling them because they plot against me. Act like I'm calling too much. Well, stop hitting me with the weapons. This is ridiculous. And then threaten you. You the one hitting me with the weapons. If you wasn't hitting me with the weapons, I wouldn't have any need to call you. Right? But I can't keep, that's just to get them off my foot. Because sometimes they will stop hitting me. Over the weekend, I had to call them 3 times, non-emergency. And finally, I had to call 911 to get these people off my foot. Because I'm trying to sleep. And they steady banging my toe. The same toe that I got to possibly have amputated because of them. This is ridiculous.
That's a lot. That's a lot for you to kind of process daily, especially if they keep coming after you like this.
Well,
but I would say to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let the VA know, and like you said, you already have law enforcement investigating the issue. So
well, they not investigating. Correction, they not investigating nothing. Anytime I submit evidence, they throw it out, don't do nothing. I always talk about they don't find no evidence. Well, get the hell out of here. That just lets me know you're part of it. All the evidence that I submit. And the guy, we even got his license plate number and everything because he followed us to the Jack in the Box next door. And I started getting hit again. But they always find no evidence. No, not when you're working with them. Like I say, my hometown, Plano, they've been messing with me. They started it 32 years ago in Texas. Like I said, when they found out about me in '91, they started plotting, and then Plano falsely accused my son and had a videotape with him not on it. And you still doing wrong. Well, it's not my battle. So I fought them through Christ. They destroyed my own son, drugged him. That's another thing that I showed on my channel today because I'm tired of the harassments, I'm tired of the lies, and I'm tired of being hit with weapons. So I shared what my will was and how God changed my will, and I'm also showing his reward, that he blessed me with. And they mad about that. Well, stop hitting me with weapons, and I won't have to share nothing. But they're the ones who's causing me to do the things that I have to do to defend myself. I'm not trying to go out and buy weapons. I've never owned weapons, except for that laser I went and bought in 2019, and that's when they backed up a little bit, when I started aiming back,
Oh, do you still have the laser from 2019?
They set me up on that. They couldn't do nothing to me, but after 3 hours of begging for it, I took the batteries out and the top and gave them just a piece of it where they couldn't work it. I'm not going to have them use it on me. They're already hitting me with a laser. They're the ones hitting me with lasers. So if they don't want to get hit with lasers again, they better leave me alone. Because I am going to get me another one because that's my right under the Second Amendment rights, under my constitutional rights. I'm sitting here
I mean, do you feel like you like tonight, you feel like you have intent to like go get any of these, laser weapons to retaliate?
You can't just go get a laser like that. You have to order those things.
Okay.
Now you can't just purchase. Now you might be able to go purchase a weapon like that, but not no laser. You have to order those.
Okay. Okay.
But if I have to
Yeah.
order another one, I am because it's not right for them to be hitting me with lasers. If somebody was aiming a weapon at anybody, at the police, I guarantee you they're gonna aim back. Come on now, are we not allowed to defend ourselves? What is the
And do you
Constitution
know
for?
like exactly who these people are? Like, do you have names, or like have you seen them, or do you just kind of know they're
I
like the
I
CIA,
can
like it's like government?
I I don't know. I know that these are Department of Defense weapons, but as far as
Okay.
knowing who's these are pilots in their private aircraft. Except there's been 3 Southwest aircrafts that have stalked me since 2005 that I know of, because when I had my own cleaning business, they would follow me. You know, Southwest airline jets shouldn't be following me everywhere I go, showing up everywhere I go, okay? Because I had my own cleaning business in the 90s. And,
Yeah.
they would show up everywhere I go, the same ones. They fly low enough for me to see them, but as far as to know, I know who's sending them. I know who found out about me in 91, who stole my photos, that revealed who I was, and my negatives. I know the person that did that, but as far as knowing the pilots on these jets and Cessnas and helicopters, no, I have no idea who these people are. They just full of hate. Instead of celebrating what God's doing, they're hating. Because there's been a lot of lies, a lot of generational lies. So I have no idea, but the person that's sending them know who they are, and the police. They started hitting me in Dallas. Now Dallas knew how to call them, but they didn't know how to stop them. And I've called. There's an officer here in Plano and an officer in Dallas. The one in Dallas I caught in a lie, so I went to internal affairs on him. Why would you tell me a lie that you're talking to DFW and I would only see a helicopter every now and then, but not the army of jets and Cessnas that was following me everywhere I go, in the apartments that I lived in, because they were the ones who were aiming the weapons. But I called DFW the same day. They said they haven't spoken to any police. So that was a lie. And what they had did was hit me while I was sleeping and put a little pinhole in my gown. That's what woke me up. And I went off. Stop hitting me in my bed, waking me up. And I didn't have no holes in my gown. Not no little pinhole. It was a laser burn. So.
I mean, well, you've done, I think you're doing what you need to do in order to protect yourself. You've made reports to the police.
Yeah.
You've been in contact with the VA and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think you're doing what you need to do to try to stop these people. Although you don't know who they are.
Right.
So. Just keep kind of doing what you're doing and just keep yourself safe, But other than that, what do you got planned for the rest of the evening?
I don't know. All my day is spent dodging these, and you never know when you go. You never know. You can't see the lasers or ray guns, so you never know. Nor can I see the direct energy. I just feel it. You never know when you're gonna be hit. So you could be eating like I was eating, and here they go, knocking the crap out of me, and that's why I had to reach out to y'all. So I'm just.
Well, have you had dinner yet? You plan on eating something?
That's what I was doing.
Okay.
I hope they stay gone.
I hope they stay gone too.
No.
I hope they don't come back. Those aircraft need to leave you alone.
Yeah, that was my niece. She pulled up. It's a couple of people that park out here, or they sit out here and chit chat where I park in my hometown.
Well, I hope you have a good evening, Miss Jones.
I'm gonna try.
The aircraft don't come back and they don't bother you for the rest of the night.
Shoot, honey, that's impossible. Okay, I wish they would, but that's not something that their goal is, So this is 24/7 with me. They hate what God is doing in my life and just trying to shut me up, shut me down. But it hasn't worked in 32 years. I'm still talking and I'm still alive. So, but thank you so much for trying to help me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and you have a blessed.
You're welcome. I hope you have a good night. Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Those are the type of calls that we need. Responders like her, having more compassion for our situation when we're in crisis. I'm in a crisis. I'm not suicidal, but crisis with these people hitting me. So I'm documenting it, because I don't want them to kill me and say, oh, she killed herself. No, you did it. Leave me the hell alone. Get off my damn leg. So I just documented with VA since I'm a veteran and let them know, I'm not suicidal and stuff. I got people trying to suicide me, hell. They hitting me now with radiation because they mad because the sun's still shining. All the little devil clouds they got brewing around here. Move all that stuff off my moon too, Father. They don't get to have it their way. This ain't Burger King, devil. I had asked God to pick up the wind. He really got the wind blowing now. Because it wasn't blowing at all, the wind. It's a dry heat. And he really got the wind blowing. I told him I'm tired of running the car. But I cut it on because this guy out here, he probably a troll, gaslighter. They'll pay anybody. Come over. I don't know why he revving his motor up like that. He could have parked down there and revved that shit. Get out of here, Johnny Ray. See him on the phone. But like I said, they pay anybody to harass me. I don't trust none of them. I trust God. Trust no family, associates, none of them. Family, none of them. Trust God. Like he told me. And like he tells, put your trust in no man. So I don't put my trust in no man. Put my trust in the Lord. So I just got on here so I could record this conversation on my daughter Zion channel. Just tired of now they burning the bottom of my foot. Cause don't think they're not listening. If you wasn't hitting me, I wouldn't have to report your ass. Stop hitting me. So I'm gonna go down here. Just tired of always having to defend myself against a bunch of haters. You don't like what God is doing? Kill your own ass. Quit trying to kill me. What have I ever done to you guys? Y'all have done everything to me. I haven't done anything to you people. Y'all have done everything to me. And my family. Especially my son. Y'all are the culprits, not me. Wonder if they got that bathroom fixed down there. I gotta go. Leave me alone anyway. DLZ out. I'll be back on my Katie Gaddis channel when it gets dark.